Welcome to my channel, I'm LEONITE-Reacts, and today we have a very special video for you. It's a tribute video for Mr. Phil Campbell. He passed away, but I think he's still in heaven and rock with Mr. Lemmy Kilmister. And I'm honored now to show you this special video I made for you. It's a tribute video for Mr. Phil Campbell and Motorhead, of course. So I really want you to enjoy it, but before I started, I just want to say a few words because Motorhead, well, they inspired me, and not only that, they also was the first band I discovered, well, when I knew about, well, rock and roll and heavy metal. So it bring me into this beautiful universe of music. So that's why I really want to pay a tribute to Mr. Phil Campbell. So ladies and gentlemen, metalheads and aliens, please join this video and rock a piece with Mr. Phil Campbell. Rock on.
Phil Campbell's name is forever etched into the history of rock and heavy metal. For over 3 decades, he powered Motorhead's relentless sound with blistering guitar work. The world mourned his passing, but his spirit lives on in every roaring riff. Today, we honor not just a guitarist, but a true legend whose music will echo for generations. Campbell was more than the man behind the guitar. He was Motorhead's driving force and Lemmy's loyal friend. Together, they forged a sound and attitude that influenced countless bands. As we pay tribute to Phil Campbell, we remember the man who brought Motorhead's vision to thunderous life. His journey is one of passion, hard work, and fearless creativity. Phil Campbell's journey began in the rolling hills of South Wales, a region known for its rich musical heritage and tight-knit communities. From a young age, music was always close to his heart, filling his home and shaping his earliest memories. Born in 1961, Phil grew up in a household where classic rock and blues records spun constantly, introducing him to legends like Hendrix, Clapton, and Page. Even as a child, he was determined, saving every penny from odd jobs and pocket money just to buy his very first guitar, a prized possession that would change his life. By the age of 10, Phil was already spending hours in his bedroom, playing along to his favorite records, losing himself in the rhythms and melodies, and dreaming of one day performing on stage. His passion led him to form his first band, Persian Risk, a group that gave him his earliest taste of the stage and the electrifying thrill of live music. Local clubs and pubs became his classrooms, where he learned not just to play, but to perform, to connect with audiences, and to handle the unpredictable energy of a live crowd. The Welsh music scene was small but fiercely passionate, and Phil's skills grew quickly as he played night after night, honing his craft among friends and fellow musicians. These formative years shaped Phil's approach to music: play with heart, work hard, and never stop improving, no matter how tough the journey. Through it all, his roots in Wales kept him grounded, reminding him of where he came from, even as destiny began to call him towards something far greater on the horizon. Phil Campbell's guitar style was forged in his bedroom, headphones on, guitar in hand, listening to his heroes and trying to capture their magic. As a teenager, Phil would lose himself in the music, rewinding records over and over, determined to unlock the secrets behind every riff and solo. 2 names stood out above the rest for Phil: Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page. Their music opened up a world of possibilities, showing Phil just how far you could push the boundaries of what a guitar could do. Hendrix's wild, unpredictable expression and Page's technical mastery set a standard that Phil would chase for his entire career. He was mesmerized by Hendrix's ability to make the guitar wail and whisper, and by Page's intricate solos and powerful stage presence. Phil spent hours learning new licks from Hendrix's records, carefully studying every note and admiring the way Hendrix could make a guitar both sing and scream. He'd sit by the record player, needle-poised, replaying tricky passages until he got them right. The fuzz, feedback, and raw energy that defined Hendrix's and Page's sound became the building blocks of Phil's own playing. He experimented with pedals, amps, and new techniques, searching for that electrifying edge. Phil also loved Page's clever arrangements and the raw power he brought to every performance. He learned the importance of groove, dynamics, and the way a great riff could drive a song forward. But Phil didn't just copy his idols, he mixed blues scales with punk aggression, always experimenting and searching for his own voice. He played in small clubs, blending styles and pushing boundaries. Over time, Phil's sound became unmistakable, sharp, punchy, and packed with attitude. His riffs cut through the noise, and his solos carried the spirit of his influences while sounding entirely his own. These inspirations fueled Phil's journey, giving him the confidence to take risks, step onto bigger stages, and trust his instincts as a musician. Phil Campbell's story, shaped by the revolutionary sounds of Hendrix and Page, would soon find its loudest, most powerful voice in Motorhead, where his unique style would help define a new era of rock and roll. In 1984, Motorhead faced a turning point. The band, already legendary for their thunderous sound and relentless energy, suddenly needed a new guitarist to fill a crucial spot. The search was on for someone who could not only play the songs, but truly embody the Motorhead spirit. Phil Campbell, a rising star in the UK rock scene, saw this as the opportunity of a lifetime. He'd spent years honing his craft, playing in clubs, and dreaming of joining a band that matched his passion for hard-hitting rock and roll. Determined, Phil recorded a demo tape that showcased his raw talent and unique style. He mailed it off, hoping it would stand out among the countless hopefuls. Soon after, he received the invitation that would change his life. An audition with Motorhead. The day of the audition arrived. Phil walked into the rehearsal studio, his nerves buzzing with anticipation. Waiting for him was Lemmy Kilmister, the band's iconic frontman, known for his no-nonsense attitude and sharp ear for talent. Phil plugged in his guitar and launched into Motorhead classics, playing with a mix of precision, aggression, and pure adrenaline. His performance was explosive, capturing the raw power that defined the band's sound. What truly set Phil apart wasn't just his technical skill, but his infectious energy and fearless attitude. He played every note with conviction, showing a deep love for the music and a respect for Motorhead's legacy. Lemmy, notoriously tough to impress, watched closely, but he saw something special in Phil. A spark, a passion, and a drive that matched Motorhead's wild spirit. It was clear Phil wasn't just another guitarist, he was a true fan who understood what the band was all about. Without hesitation, Lemmy hired Phil on the spot. He was drawn to Phil's no-nonsense approach, his dedication, and the way he made the guitar sing with both power and soul. This moment marked the beginning of a partnership that would last over 3 decades, shaping the sound and legacy of Motorhead for generations to come. For Phil, joining Motorhead was more than just landing a gig. It was a dream realized, a life forever changed by music, friendship, and the thrill of the stage. He was no longer just a fan watching from the crowd. Now, he was part of the band he had idolized, standing shoulder to shoulder with his heroes. The road ahead promised to be wild, loud, and unforgettable, filled with endless touring, roaring crowds, and the chaos that only Motorhead could deliver. With his guitar in hand and a fire in his heart, Phil Campbell was ready to help steer Motorhead into a bold new era, leaving his mark on rock history. With Phil Campbell on board, Motorhead roared into a new chapter, bringing a new energy and sound to the legendary band. His first album, Orgasmatron, dropped in 1986 and kicked off a string of powerful releases that defined a new era for Motorhead. Phil's guitar sound gave Motorhead a fresh edge, sharp, aggressive, and packed with energy. The band produced some of their most beloved songs and albums, with Phil's solos driving crowds wild. Motorhead's live shows became legendary for their sheer volume and intensity. Phil Campbell's influence can be heard across a vast discography. He played a crucial role on albums like Snakebite Love, Sacrifice, Kiss of Death, We Are Motorhead, March or Die, and the most recent Bad Magic, each one showcasing his signature riffs and relentless energy. Phil wrote riffs that stuck in your head and solos that made your heart race, leaving his mark on every track. Beyond the studio albums, Phil's era saw an explosion of collectors and live albums, capturing the raw power of Motorhead's performances and making them a staple for fans and collectors worldwide. Motorhead is a huge part of Phil Campbell's musical journey and legacy. From the studio to the stage, he was always Motorhead's secret weapon, keeping the rock alive and ensuring the band's sound would echo for generations. The end of Motorhead came with Lemmy's passing in 2015, leaving a void in rock. For Phil Campbell, it was a heartbreaking loss, but the spirit of Motorhead didn't fade. Phil knew the best way to honor Lemmy was to keep playing. He formed Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, featuring his 3 sons. The band quickly won fans with their mix of classic rock covers, Motorhead hits, and originals. Their debut album in 2018 earned rave reviews for its power and honesty. Touring with his sons, Phil rediscovered the joy of playing music. Through this new chapter, Phil stayed true to himself and Motorhead's legacy. Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons proved that the spirit of rock and roll lives on. Phil Campbell's impact on rock and metal is impossible to measure. His guitar work shaped Motorhead's sound for over 30 years, inspiring countless musicians. His riffs and solos became the soundtrack for rebellion and pure adrenaline. Phil blended blues, punk, and heavy metal into a style uniquely his own. Fellow musicians praised his work ethic and focus on the song, not just the solo. Fans loved Phil for his music and his kindness. He always made time for everyone. He never stopped pushing himself to improve, showing greatness is built on humility and passion. Today, his influence is felt in every corner of the rock world. Phil Campbell's legacy is one of music, love, and inspiration, a true legend, now and forever.